Life a Man's podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Thompson. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we have almost made it. We're almost there. We are almost to November the 3rd. And if you're listening to this internationally, that is the day that we have our general election here in the United States, where we'll be voting for president between Donald Trump, who is the incumbent, and Joe Biden, who will be representing the Democratic Party. And here's the thing, guys, 2020 has been an insane year. There's been so many things that have gone on this year. And this was supposed to be the main story of the year. Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. That was supposed to be the story, or Donald Trump versus whoever the Democrats put up. But it's been an insane year for a myriad of reasons, which we'll certainly get into. We've got into that a lot throughout the year. But this is what we're going to be talking about for the next two podcasts. And that's the decision that the American public has to make between Joe Biden and Donald Trump as to who the next president of the United States is going to be, or if the Donald Trump administration is going to continue. So a quick note is, let's not get lost completely in the general election for the president of the United States. So as American citizens, let's remember that a wise man once said that all politics is local, okay? Because here's the thing, guys, there's not just one election that's on your ballot sheet, right? It's not just Joe Biden or Donald Trump. There are a lot of local questions. There are a lot of local races going on with the House of Representatives and the Senate, and probably things going on just directly in your community. But there's so much focus and attention for all of us on this national race. Just remember that the things that Donald Trump and Joe Biden do, they don't always directly affect you on a day-to-day basis. But whoever your sheriff is and your county commissioner or your mayor or your local representative, those are things that can really affect you directly on a daily basis. So just keep that in mind. But here's the other thing, guys, is I know you're getting a little spoiled this week because you got a special episode on Monday about Amy Coney Barrett being confirmed onto the Supreme Court of the United States. We're releasing this episode as well. And tomorrow we're going to be releasing an episode where we look at what's going on with the reasons why you should vote for Donald Trump. But today we're going to be going over the top reasons to vote for Joe Biden for president. And at the end of tomorrow's episode, so not at the end of this episode, but at the end of tomorrow's episode, I will tell you what I plan to do at the top of my ballot. Okay, there are three options, in my opinion. I can either vote for Donald Trump, I can vote for Joe Biden, or I can vote for no one. I don't take the Libertarian Party seriously. I take their ideals seriously in a lot of cases, but as a party, they're a joke. Okay, so those are my three options. So I will be letting you know at the end of tomorrow's episode what I plan to do there. But a few quick reminders for anyone that is new to this show before we get into the reasons why you should vote, or just the reasons to vote for Joe Biden, not necessarily that you should or shouldn't. And the reminder is that I'm a registered Republican. Okay, if you haven't heard me talk about that a lot on this podcast, if you're new to this show, I'm a registered Republican. I've always been a registered Republican since Bush v. Gore, which was the first time I was able to legally vote in the United States of America. I have voted for the Republican nominee for president. But that was until 2016. Okay, as I've talked about a lot on this podcast, I left the top of my ballot blank in 2016 as it pertained to the President of the United States. I did not feel that Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton met my basic standards of human decency, and also I did not think that Donald Trump was actually a Republican. I thought he was going to operate more like a leftist. I thought he was going to operate more like a Democrat. I did not think he would be conservative. I didn't think that there was going to be this much on the line with the Supreme Court. I didn't expect that there would be 3 openings that would be filled in a 4-year spot. And so I made the decision to not vote for him for president in 2016. But we all know what happened. Hillary Clinton was supposed to win. She basically stopped campaigning in Michigan and Wisconsin, and she ended up paying a dear, dear price for that. Even though she won the popular vote, she lost the Electoral College because we have a republic system. We don't have a true democracy here, which is great for the states that don't align with some of the things that are being spouted on either coast. And that's just what happened. So that's just a reminder to kind of set the stage for what I'm going to say. So everything I say is kind of through that lens. I try to call balls and strikes. I try to be even. I try to be intellectually honest, but I do want to be upfront about who I am, how I'm registered, and my background. Okay. But here we are. This episode will be about the top reasons to vote for Joe Biden for president. Okay? Now, quick note. This is not an exhaustive list of reasons to vote for the Democratic Party representative for president, but it is the definitive list of reasons to vote for Joe Biden. Okay? So make sure you share this episode around to your Democrat friends and your Republican friends. I'm sure that each of those groups will find some value in it. So guys, here we go. Without further ado, here are the top reasons to vote for Joe Biden.